let's hope we can get someone either usable or sellable so we can make some more money. With that being said, let's see what we get. Argentinian. Oh my god, imagine. We'll add him to the series and I'm sure he will fly. I will be giving away one MLS in-season stack built. He has had a pretty poor start to the season, as has... What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Almiron's Army. We're on episode 8, and in the video today we'll be looking at what went right, what went wrong over the MLS this weekend, and honestly, I can say it was a pretty fantastic result for the series and Almiron's best ever score. And alongside all of that, we will be crafting today, so stay tuned. Let's go. Okay, so to kick us off for today then, you can see on our beautiful spreadsheet that Almiron scored himself 76 points this game week, so obviously a nice dark green score for the series, so I'm absolutely buzzing with that. And we're going to go through, obviously this is the first episode where we actually have 3 teams to go through, so we're going to quickly go through each one and see how it impacts the series. Let's go. First team we have is obviously this was the main team going into the weekend. We had Mr. Zinc. Obviously Almiron, we know he had a great game, managed to score a goal as well, and he was captain on all of our squads, so definitely was a good foundation to have for all 3 squads. Tillman didn't exactly perform for us, which was a little bit of a disappointment because he was one of the people that played a little bit later on in the squad. So you know, when I seen Zinc and Almiron score so well, then I was very, hyped. But of course, unfortunately, sort of the defense in SJ conceded quite late, and yeah, sort of Tillman just didn't really do Tillman things, which is a bit unfortunate. But with that being said, obviously this was our Division 1 team. We scored 338 points and managed to earn ourselves 10 essence as a reward, as you can see on the screen there. So what does that do to our series then? So we've obviously got 2 decisive actions, which will give us 2 additional pounds to spend. So 14, and we got 10 essence from this. So we're on 51, and we still have 1 craft to claim, obviously, from the last episode, as you guys saw. So that is the first squad pretty much complete. We're happy Zinc, pretty much on his debut for us, got a goal, and yeah, the others kind of let us down. Moving on to Team 2 then, we actually somehow performed better in our second team than our first team. Now, the only reason this was a second team was because there was a couple of 50-50s in there in terms of we wasn't sure if they were going to start or not, and actually one of them didn't start, which was Ryan Hollingshed, and the reason he didn't start is obviously their midweek matches. But yeah, I mean, look, you can already see on screen Arston with the assist, Shappy finally coming through for us in the series and getting an assist. And I did say in previous episodes, as you guys saw, pretty much as soon as he gets a DA, because he's getting like 20 odd AA per game, he's going to hit, quite high scores, which is fantastic. And yeah, all in all, pretty good result. Again, the only unfortunate thing is obviously St. Louisa didn't keep a clean sheet, and yeah, surprisingly, if St. Louisa kept a clean sheet, we would have actually made money with this team, which would have been our second cash reward from obviously this series that's supposedly a budget series, but we're doing the most, and we actually finished 4 points out of the money, so a little bit unlucky. Obviously, if Ryan had started, maybe if St. Louisa kept a clean sheet, if buts and maybes. But yeah, overall very happy with the squad, and obviously this means we've got 2 teams promoted to Division 1 now, so we've got a double Division 1 action in the MLS, which is fantastic. And yeah, so what this means for the series is obviously we've got 2 more DAs. Obviously Almiron, we don't count his DA again, so that is an additional £2 from the rules, obviously, because it's 2 extra DAs, and we managed to pick ourselves up 5 essence from the team, so that takes us up to 56 essence, which means we would only be about 4 essence off another craft to claim. And looking at our third and final squad of the of the series, and this one actually outscored all of them, I think. So 371 points, which is a monster score. And of course, you can see the man that's brung all the scoring is Mr. Escobar, who has gone back to back sort of weeks being the star player for us. And he is one, I'm very happy with that though, because obviously he is one that we have already said on the channel is going to perform well. Obviously, in our Cheap Beast video, we did mention him quite a bit. And yeah, I mean, you can just see from the AA alone, I mean, bro literally conceded 3 and still got 100. That says all you need to know, obviously getting a goal as well. And yeah, just in general, couldn't ask for much more from Escobar. So this team yields us £1 in returns from the rules, because obviously the goal from Escobar, and on top of that we managed to pick up 5 essence in Classic, which is actually quite hard to do. I mean, Classic is competitive as hell, and we get another team to Division 1. So we've got 2 in-season Division 1 teams and the Classic Division 1 now. So yeah, we're really competing at a very high level, considering we are, you know, obviously playing on a bit of a budget here. With that being said, we will add another 5 essence to the bank, so we are on 61 essence, which means we actually have 2 crafts to claim in the series, and obviously that will come to you boys when we are on rewards day, obviously recording this earlier in the week. And we have updated the spreadsheet, as you guys can see. So obviously the roster is as we left it, and then the game week, we have actually added all 3 of the teams, as you can see here. And star of the week, of course, goes to Mr. Escobar, who has managed to pick it up back to back. So we're absolutely gassed with that. And yeah, next thing we need to do is obviously we'll have a little look at the budget, which we have, well, £6.70 to play with, which is actually quite decent. And looking at the roster, I think midfield is probably the area where we need to strengthen. So I'm thinking we probably go ahead this week and pick up maybe 1 or 2 midfielders to really sort of maybe potentially a defender as well, actually looking at it. We'll have a little look, see if we can pick up some budget players throughout the week, and of course we have some crafts coming your way. Are you looking to become a Sorare manager? If so, I would really appreciate if you use the link down below in the description to sign up, because you'll be helping out a small creator like myself. And also the benefit that you guys get from that is if you buy 5 cards from the auction house or the instant buy market, then you'll receive £50 in-game credits. We are back with some business for Almiron's army, and of course we have a craft to get underway in this series. We are going to claim our glory and see all the promotions and relegations we got this game week that's just gone. Almiron's army obviously both into Division 1, so we have a triple Division 1 sort of line out now, so we really do have to be on our toes and make sure make sure we get the business done. I do have a box here. I don't think this wasn't from Almiron's army, so that's fine. But of course we do have a craft to claim in this series, as you boys know. We'll flick on over to here. We have 2 crafts actually to claim in this series, and this is going to be our first one. Now I'm hoping, there is a small chance this could not be MLS, which would be really annoying, because obviously the series is catered to the MLS. But let's hope we can get someone either usable or sellable so we can make some more money. With that being said, let's see what we get. Argentinian. Oh my god, imagine. I'm not gonna fall for that. No, yeah, nice. That's what I didn't even fall for that for 1 second, to be honest. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Nice try though. Nice try, Sorare. You thought I was gonna bite to that one. Now we got a New England man, and he's pretty much nothing. So not the best, to be honest. Not the best. We're gonna list him obviously, but yeah, not the best. Let's add him to our Almiron's army list then. There we go. So we have 19 players now in the gallery, and of course we will attempt to sell this man when we get the opportunity. And speaking of selling and buying, we're actually going to go ahead and make a purchase. Now I did mention I did mention sort of earlier in the video that I did want to pick up a midfielder, and I think I've decided that I want to pick myself up an Arta from Houston for the series. So we're going to go ahead and do that now on the video. I believe he's about £4, give or take. Yeah, so £4.17 here. We're just going to pick this one up because why not? There we go, £4.17. We'll add him to the series, and I'm sure he will fly straight into probably the first team, no doubt, for this up and coming week. Obviously, I'm yet to sort of work out who's going to go where, but Arta will definitely help in the team building process. We'll add him to Almiron's army, and we paid £4.17, was it? I need to update the spreadsheet as well. Let me just check how much we paid for him. Yeah, £4.17. So we'll add that to the spreadsheet. So £4.17. So obviously a large chunk of our budget, and of course we only have one craft left to claim in the series. Now, of course, like I said, I've got to sort of catch up with the essence again, if that makes sense, because we're only on 5 on the account. If you're wondering why I'm not claiming the craft, because I don't actually have the essence in the account, because obviously we have loads of different ways of earning essence on this account, not just Almiron's army. But yeah, that is sort of our update. We picked up a new man for the roster. I will be updating this roster as well, yeah, for the next sort of bit of recording, I guess. And I think in the next recording, we're probably going to be building the squad and maybe seeing if we can use the £2.50 to I guess strengthen us for the weekend. But yeah, that's how we're looking. I guess we got a craft off. It wasn't the best, but hey ho, we picked up Arta. Let's go. Yes, now boys, we have a fantastic opportunity for those of you guys that do become members on the channel in April. I will be giving away one MLS in-season stack built by yours truly. How you become a member on the channel is click the join button down below. You can see all the exclusive perks to becoming a member alongside being entered into the giveaway this month. The weekend is growing ever closer, and I do have something to update you boys on. We are saying goodbye to the man that was star of the week for 2 weeks in a row, Franco Escobar. And the reason I'm doing this is because I feel like for a classic card, I just need to get rid of them when I can, if that makes sense. Now, I think Escobar, don't get me wrong, he's probably going to have some way more fantastic scores in him. But I'm just thinking, at 70p, I just want to take that sort of classic money now and run with it. And I would love to have him back as an in-season, and I might even buy his classic back again. But I'm just thinking, for 70p, we could even make this like a short, I guess what's the right word, like a short-term profit, even if, like, you know, we sell him now for 71p, as you guys have seen, and we maybe buy, you know, he has a bad game week maybe, and then he goes back down to 50p. You know, cheeky little 20p, you know, here and there, especially in series like this, can make a bit of a difference. So we have sold Escobar, so I will remove him from the roster section on the spreadsheet and add our 71p in. And like I said, this wasn't really due to performance. This is more just like a good opportunity to sell, and perhaps, you know, in the future we can buy him back again, or get an in-season version. So yeah, this is the roster that we've got to work with ahead of the weekend. I'm going to do sort of a preliminary lineup build with you guys, and then obviously we'll come back on Friday just to double check that everyone is playing. But yeah, let's see how we look for this weekend. I reckon, yeah, so SJ have quite a decent fixture, so pretty good for Daniel. We can throw him into the Division 1 team. Of course, all of our teams are in Division 1 right now, which is pretty mad to say. Bruno Wilson definitely in there as well. And then I'm thinking probably the high percentage Almiron in this one, and then we've got Arston with a very favourable fixture, and of course he scored pretty well for us last time against Montreal. Poor Montreal. When will they play at home? Hopefully sometime soon. And yeah, I think to round off the squad, we're probably going to use the we're going to use Arta the new man for the gallery, see if he can do it for us this weekend. So that is the first team. Obviously, subject to change. If any of these players might not be playing on Friday, then of course we'll have to swap them out. But yeah, and then I think for the second team we're going to have Daniel, Ryan Hollingshed, Tillman, Almiron, and Shappy, and give the armband to Almiron, of course, as we always do. Again, not the best matchup. Well, I guess it's a pretty 50-50 for the LA game, but some decent matchups in there, to be fair. And then to round off, I guess, the lineup building phase, we will chuck in a Division 1 Classic team with Lund. I don't know what's happening with Kyle, so I'm going to leave him out. Sivichenko should be playing, which is good. Arango, and then we'll probably put Tolo. I mean, Tolo and Kyle could switch, but obviously we pretty much just do this classic team to try and get some money from the rules, really, and hopefully someone gets a decisive. But yeah, that's how we're looking, I guess, before we get to Friday. Obviously, when I cut now, we're going to be at Friday and sort of plugging in the teams, hopefully. Oh yeah, one thing we do need to find out, actually, that does remind me. I don't know what's happening with Zinc. I don't know if he's injured or whatever. The fixture isn't that favourable anyway, so Zinc could definitely find himself in one of these squads somewhere. Let's cut to Friday. So we're at the end of the week, and you saw in the last clip we did sell the boy, and of course we built a couple of preliminary lineups. We're here to sort of conclude the week, and we are going to bring in another name in the man, Tolo, and it is in season as well. Now we are giving up our craft reward, which I don't really mind too much. He doesn't even play, and £1.78 for an in-season defender who pretty much will start. Now granted, he has had a pretty poor start to the season, as has Seattle Sounders, but you'd like to think maybe Sounders turn it around at some point, although it will be a tough first matchup, but I don't mind it. At £1.75 or whatever extra we just paid for him, we absolutely take that. With that being said, I do need to add that to the spreadsheet, so let me just double check how much we did pay for him, because I need to remind myself. £1.78 I think it was, so £1.78, we'll take that off of our budget as always, so minus £1.78. There we go, so we have £1.46 left, and of course we will have to get rid of Thomas, and we will add Tolo. Of course we already have his classic, but we'll add Tolo to the defenders list once we have plugged in our teams for this game week. So what we are going to do, okay, I'll be back when this works. Okay, we are back with our Tolo in the spreadsheet, as you can see, being added in then, right next to his classic card. Of course, like I've been saying in the series, we are trying to get rid of the classic pieces now and go more into in-season, as many in-season cards as we can get, the better. And yeah, Sorare is now working. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. And we're going to throw in our sides for this weekend, or the weekend that you guys are watching this video. We're going to have Daniel, Bruno as always, the high percentage Almiron, Arston with a great fixture. Hopefully he can do well against Montreal. And then we're going to round it off with Arta, I think so. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then we'll captain the boy, of course. And then for our second Division 1 team, we are going to have Daniel. Hollingshed actually is not on to start, so we're going to have Tolo in there. Or Hollingshed might start, we will still use him, but obviously this is an in-season team, so we want to take as little risk as possible. As well, I'm not too sure what's happening with Zinc either, so we might just give him a day off this game week, and we'll go with Shappy. Seeing as Shappy done so well for us in the last game, so yeah, pretty happy with them two Division 1 teams. I will say that I'm okay with that. I will say that actually, just thinking about it, let me just quickly have a look to see. I can't even remember what I was thinking about now. Why is my brain not working? That's it. I wanted to see the fixture. Okay, so he's playing against Shappy. I was going to say St. Louis City, potentially we could use the other goalkeeper, just so Daniel, if Daniel doesn't play well, but it doesn't make sense because we have Shappy in this team, unless we were to put the other goalkeeper here, but Again, doesn't make sense because we have Bruno Wilson, and if Daniel and Bruno Wilson get a clean sheet, hopefully they'll score well together. So we'll put Ben in the classic lineup, and we'll put Hollingshed in here. We're pretty much going to put all the players in here that we're not really sure if they're going to play or not. Yeah, so I'm going to put like this, I reckon. With yeah, so obviously Orango will be playing, but yeah, we're just trying to get as many decisives from him as possible. And I guess the players that are missing out this week then would be Tolo, who will just keep trying to sell his classic version. Kyle, again, just keep trying to sell him. And Eric Sivichenko, who will probably put on the transfer list as well. And the only other player I haven't mentioned that we do have in the series is Costa, who I have just put into this warm up. And thinking about it, I will probably take him out and put Sivichenko just because Sivichenko is more likely to play. So let's put. Oh, okay, it's not letting me put the other Sivichenko. Let me see if I can try and fix that one. And there we are. We have the classic Sivichenko in the warm up there. And that's just because I think he's going to play, and again we could potentially get something from that warm up, and obviously we want to utilise as many players as we can in this series. With that being said, we're going to have a look to see who we are not using. We do need to add Tolo to our Almiron's army, so we will do that. And there we go. And let's have a look to see who we're not using, just so you boys can see. So Tolo and Kyle, who of course we've listed in attempts to sell all our classic pieces, and Vitor Costa, I'm not sure. We might just chuck him up. Let's chuck him up for £1.20. See if he sells. If he does, great. If he doesn't, that's okay. We're just hoping that he comes back into the squad, but he was a bit of a risk, and unfortunately the risk didn't really pay off with Vitor Costa. But that is all pretty much us rounded off for this week in Almiron's army. So that is all we have time for this week on Almiron's army. As you boys have seen, we managed to get triple Division 1 teams. So we've got 3 lineups and all 3 are in Division 1. So the series is obviously going pretty well, as you can imagine. We're only on episode 8 as well, so we actually got here pretty quickly. Now hopefully we can carry on yielding and making some money with the team, as you boys have seen in this episode. And yeah, we do need to get a craft off. Hopefully we get that in the next episode. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Please do leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you guys in a future video. Peace.